Hello and welcome back. I've fed the sheep and I've started this. I just wanted to show you though how much more wool that we are getting now, which, yeah, they obviously, I don't know whether it's just that they're fully, or whether it is the time of year and it produces more in this particular time. I can't remember on Stone Valley altering very much. It did seem slightly less in winter. But, yeah, this is definitely a lot of wool. I've put this in the first one up top. I can't remember if I upgraded the other one, so we're going to take the wool down there, and if we haven't upgraded that one, we are going to upgrade that one. There's no way I'm going to try to do this in one hit though. So I suppose if we're going to treat the other one as the main one, what we're going to do is I'm going to stick twice as much in that one, but then that's going to need upgrading. We are getting low on money, and it is true, I'm really shocked. Obviously, we feel that we did that where we're distributing the silage directly to the BGA. We'll have a look at that in a minute, actually, before we just carry on. Yeah, there's another one popped there. I just literally took everything off this one, stuck it into this one, and yeah, I suppose, yeah, we really ought to concentrate on our businesses. Yeah, I know this particular episode may take a little longer, whether that means that we've got to speed up time just for the the roller coaster and the boats eventually. I don't mind, but yeah, I think we'll be very mature by the time we've done all of that. Right, let's grab this. Yeah, let's leave that until that's still too much. Yeah, I've done the I reversed as well for once, and now I'm battering the board tractor. Do you know? I should be able to do this actually, looking at it. Yeah, I had a bit of trouble with the grabbing the second one at the back with on the second layer. Well, as in, like, I got the two together, which I've seen. See, I'd spared your life, and now you're just causing grief. Yeah, when I did this, I'll show you. I shall show you what I mean. Yeah, because it's without a point of reference, it makes no sense at all. Yeah, I did this, and that was fine. When I came to grab the second layer, I put it straight above it, as I have done many times before, like that, and it wouldn't snag the bottom one, but then now it has, of course it has. Whenever you show someone, it's bound to. Because it always wants to make you a liar. It is true, yeah. When you're trying to sort of show somebody what you mean, it often does. Okay. Oh, determined to knock that one about. Now, and this time it performs absolutely as it used to do. Yeah, I was straight above it, put it on the top. Literally, I got my tines angled correctly as well, like literally level, because that I know the big barrack handler well. If you do it at angles, it misses, because it literally would cast those at the angle that you've got, and it was spar because I was literally at right angles over this, and it would not grab it, and I did it 2 or 3 times, and it just wouldn't have any of it. Yeah, I think this game can be like that. It's, yeah, I suppose which is a little bit like real life. Right, I was going to do those first, but yeah, then I was up there with the telehandler, and I thought, well, the first things we want to do is grab a big trailer and feed them. Yeah, now, another thing I was thinking, the 70-tonner, I've had that trailer so many times, and I have had many different tractors, and I've never had that problem that I can recall. When it's got 70 tons, I think giants have been playing with physics. I'm not saying it wouldn't do that either. I'm just saying that because you know a piece of equipment, you tend not to, you like think, you know how it performs. And then obviously, yes, not only with the smaller one, which that made sense to me, but with a heavier tractor, it still did it. Now, I've used this particular tractor on rhombods with the 70-tonner, and it never, ever gives it jip, so I wonder if it's a new weight thing. Yeah, no, we do need to do the liming and the fertilising. I'm really here. Yeah, I've not got long actually at the minute. So what I'm here for now is actually just to feed the. I'm just here to feed the animals. Yeah, let's just check while we're passing. Just make sure you are doing what. No. Why? You see, so it's not distributing. So it won't let you use that kind of distributing, even though you've got something that needs silage for a. No, actually, I don't need you. I did mean to get another one. I don't know why I did that. That was a mistake. Do we leave the front here? No, because we're probably going to need it. No, it doesn't make any difference. If we've got the windrow over here, next time it makes more sense to do the cutting this side and then move back the other side. And I do want to buy a shed, but yeah, we seem to be, again, at that stage where you're hemorrhaging money, which you often do when you increase or improve something like we have done. There's that time of adjustment. Yeah, so I'll have to investigate that, because to my way of thinking about productions, that should have worked. The BGA needs silage. It's in, it is one of its recipes. Perhaps it has to be a recipe with multiple things, and that's what the game classes as a recipe, hence the fact that this doesn't. Maybe it could be something like that, because I've never known a production not to literally distribute when you tell it to distribute. Let's have a look. Why did I not grab 70 tons from there if I'm thinking like that? That is what I want to know. Maybe. No, yes. No, yes. It is working. Yeah, because that was empty. As empty as anything, so it is working. So, let's face it, it's not the only one that's distributing. So, yeah, that had 120 tons. So it's distributed 20 tons because the other one is got 250 tons to distribute, and they're obviously both distributing at the same time, as in, a little bit each hour. So that does make sense now. Oh, look at that. See, and that's what I'm saying. It's all a learning curve. You know how it works, but you're not sure because you've not done things before. And it is that. Right, yeah, let's grab the TMR. It is that sort of thing that you've got to get to grips with. I do realise as well, yeah. I'm still unsure whether how you feel about. I've got to be honest. Oh wow, that's regrown. No, actually, no. Thinking about it, I did put some plants down. I wanted it to look real. Yeah, this needs adjusting slightly, so I'm gonna bring you in, and yeah, if you do feel strongly about this, please let me know, because I say I've always said about, I class you as the shareholders, and I mean that most intently. Yeah, as in like that you see that everything. I don't mean everything. I'm trying to adjust some things to preserve a little bit of the magic. But yeah. Oh, carefully! I'm dropping the back end, and I don't want to do that. I just want this bit here to be softened somewhat. I think that's because the tree's there, if I'm honest, at the back. There was somewhere else. It was, and I adjusted this last time here. Tried to do a little bit of work, and if I do this, it'll just ruin all that I did. It is a bit of a pain for that. So hopefully now that should be. Yeah, because when I came up with it with the tractor, it really did. Oh, I ought to get rid of that as well. That looks weird. I think we'll do that whilst we're filling this. Right, so we want TMR, and while that's doing that, let's get rid of some of that. Yeah, no good having a path and then all that undergrowth is growing over it, so I don't know why I put up with that. Right, so we want painting. Let's go for a bit of green. That'll do nicely. Do want some. Right, TMR. Now we're going to reverse, I would say. Yes, I don't think I've ever had this tractor. I've had the bigger one, the really large one. I think the 300. No, actually, it was 313 horsepower, but that was Let's have a look, because this is confusing. I have never had this one. I think it was classed as... Is it medium tractor? Because it is a top end middle. I would class it as. Nope, it's definitely none of those. It is blue though. It's definitely is a. It's. I don't think it was that. I had it on Elm Creek. No, that may be the other one then. Of course, it's going to be the one that's the Giants one, isn't it? T7. So that's a modded one. HD series. It was yeah, that's the one. It is 313. So I haven't had the one that we've got. That's the one that I had got. Yeah. Right. So I've got a very slightly cheaper one than that, but then it is a slightly different series. So now that's going to clock that. Be very careful. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to spin. Yeah, I know I'm going to clock it. If I can't spin that around unless I do. Yeah, the inner driver in me is telling me that it's not. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that without clocking it. So you either clock it or you change your angle. Now this is going to be fun actually, because this is ever such a narrow window of like. Yeah, it's really difficult. And to actually reverse that, I don't think I've got the skill. Because when you reverse like that, your back end gets bigger, technically. I mean, it doesn't. It's exactly the same. But yeah, it goes in an arc, and there's no way you can sort of. Which is why you've got to like do things like this and not do that and destroy the. Yeah, it is tight actually. I think actually I've done this wrong. I think what I ought to have done. Looking at it, the inner driver in me is telling me again that well, yeah, what I really need to do is come this way, and there's more room from this side. I could have gone forwards though. Yeah, but where's the fun in that? Yeah, you'll never get any better if you don't try and do this. Yeah, I've been watching my driver. Oh, why? I need to be much, much better than that. I need to go as far this side as possible, and then when I'm like halfway, I need to start to do it really. But it's never gonna go down that narrow thing. It is narrow. Having done this a few times now, it really is not the. It's quite difficult. You always clock what? Yeah, like that. I'm gonna clock that one. Yeah, then you have to really sharply, which it's not that easy to do, go down and then like straighten up. And yeah, I'm still doing it now. It is not easy. Thank goodness it's not too far down. It says as it doesn't pop. But it's not popping because I am not on the trailer. That's not its fault. I would say we're going to need like 2 lots of this. Oh. No, I see, that is it. I'm not sure when this is full with animals though, whether that's going to cope with the full night 7. We might have to do the same as I did on Western Wilds. Right, we need a bit of straw. Let's go and grab the telehandler. We've got 15 tons of milk. I think we're going to leave that till the morning. Yeah, I think we can looks like you can collect it every 2 days. Although no, because then it means that the production's not producing. Let's just check. Yeah, let's see. It's got 7. Yeah, no, it is, but it's actually managing well. So I think that would be a mistake to do that. Right. Where did we leave the telehandler? I'm a terror. I think we did the wall. So knowing me, I just abandoned ship immediately at that place. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. So straw. I wasn't going to show you all this, and then with the wall, I wanted to bring you in, and then of course I get caught up, and I just keep chatting and chatting. So, but I suppose I do like to show you the things like how much manure and that, and how much straw we put in. So you know, I mean, I know I'm paying for it anyway. So it's you know that I'm just following the same pattern I followed every other day when I've shown you. So. Do I show? It's true. I mean, you've just seen how much milk there is. It's bizarre because on Attingham I did literally showed every time. Sometimes I time lapsed it because I do like now that need some straw. I think that's what you're really here for. yeah, it's. I like to sort of show you exactly how much of everything I do, which is why I think I opt. I opt for a time lapse in time. If you forget the fun. Yes. So when I've shown you a few times, as we have now, I do often opt for the time lapse. How much slurry have we got? 26. Yeah, that will definitely wait till tomorrow. It'll just be a nice thing for the slurry business, which is very quick. Now, I had a theory that these doors weren't real, but they seem fairly real to me. Definitely. Yeah, they've definitely got substance. So which means actually I didn't do a bad job yesterday, because I really did just whiz through them. So, I mean, I don't mean whiz as in like with it, but I was very confident, and I didn't knock them at all, which that was good. Now you need to come back a little bit more. Yes, now that's more like it. Yeah, I do like that. So I think, do we do 3 of these? It seems to use about 15 tonnes a day, and then we go up to 33 tonnes, and then tomorrow we just rinse and repeat it. So we seem to have found the balance, and well, we have found the balance with this amount of cows. I have a sneaky feeling that when we're up to full in this, that it'll be the whole shebang, and I'm going to need to do 6 of these, and I might need to rethink on how to do this with a. It's alright saying about a small trailer, there's no swing space, and that's why I thought I'm going to stick to the shovel, because, yeah, I suppose if in time we are loaded, haha, that's actually quite appropriate, we could buy a wheel loader. Oh, that's, yeah, even some of the wheel loaders, look at how long the telehandler is. Look, there really is very little space. I just think this is the way that you've got to do this. It's been done on purpose, because it's trying to sort of show you the realities of farming, that farmers do have this type of thing to do, and I like that. I do, actually, even though it's like extra work. It is real. One more. No, check first. 20. No, actually that is it. Smashing. Excellent. Put your shovel back down in its proper place. Yeah, I don't know that there's any big of a oh, actually, no, I think that's. You could adapt. Is it the Sledgem? That's massive. Or you could buy that massive wheel loader. Let's have a quick look. I'm sure I am right. I think you could adapt a wheel loader one. Yeah, because it could. I'm trying to think. Could it cope though with any more than this? And when you get stones are really heavy. Now those you can't fill a bucket that size, it would literally cripple you. Right, so we're leaving the slurry. We've fed them, and it is 70 tonnes is not bad. It's not a bad load. I'm sure no, perhaps I did forget. I might have got caught up in the thing yesterday. It is a nice tractor though, I do like it. And perhaps actually, yeah, that is true. Maybe the HD is slightly heavier. But I do think they've adjusted the physics, because I can't recall the 70 tonner, the Trans 70, ever doing that to me before, pushing around. Not with a tractor of this size. Yeah, it is. This does look smaller though than the HD that we just looked at. Let's just have a quick look at this actual weight of this. That's 10.8. And that's, there's a ton difference. I did think this looked a little bit slimmer on the nose than that one. It always looks a bit beefy, that one does. Right, yeah. Anyway, yeah, what I wanted to do, because I've not got much time, was to get this particular job done so they didn't play on my mind. Oh, that's the point. How much? Because we didn't, yeah, I was never sure yesterday, because I got one full load of 70 tonnes. Because it doesn't actually show you how much manure is in there, which that I did find odd. I've never had a mod yet that didn't do that, so I have no idea. All I did was just filled one trailer. Well, it could have had like 6 for all I know. So if we take this to that, at least we'll do if we run out today, we'll know that that's better. So I think we did. We must have, although it didn't sort of show anything, 70 tons. We literally drained it dry. So I could have, in fact. Are we going to need this session? Grass? No, we're liming and fertilising is our task on this next session here. And I can, it's not really my turn on silver, and that's why I wanted to come and do these little jobs. Now, I would imagine that the wood is, let's just have a look here so that I, I would say that needs sorting. Can we buy one of the wood businesses though? Can we afford one of them? I didn't want to put anything up here. Originally my plan was to stick something here, but I'm not ruining this beauty spot. Absolutely not. Now this is our rundown. Could we put one on this slight bit of a plateau here? If we take that down, let's have a look. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's have a look at the long planks and the short planks businesses. That's what I'm thinking. See, yeah, there's quite a lot more room than you think. I might need to chop one of the redwoods. And this is our land actually. Yeah, right up to that white. I think it's the river. If we just, I'll show you. Let's look at where we actually are. You need to see. Yeah, it is right up to that white. In fact, slightly past. That's the river, very slightly past. So we do own all of this as far as your eye can see. Yeah. I was as much for myself as you as well, because just reminding myself, you forget the little tiny detail, or I forget the little details like that. So then we do want to be looking at the proper productions in the game, but the expansion ones. Here we go. So barrel factory. We want the is it the furniture factory that, or does, no, that they're in, it wants metal and those planks. So we want the planks thing itself, don't we? That takes goods and transforms. We want one that shows wood and then produces, not that, I don't think. No, that's a good business though. That one is a good business. I do know that because I've seen the things. Planks. We want the I think you've got to buy the big one at the top. I don't think it sells it, does it? I think it's on the map. Right. Yeah, that does planks. We want long planks. I think that's Silverrun was the first, wasn't it? So I don't think you can buy that monster, other than actually buying that monster. And I think, if I remember rightly, it's something like 250,000. Let's go up there. I think I'm right. Let's go and have. I don't do map hopping very often, but yeah, and we will. It's somewhere around here. Oh. 250,000, I thought it was. Let's have a look what the old sawmill does. I'm sure it's, can you only see when you buy it? Yeah, you can, can't you? Right, okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Yeah, but I might not be able to get rid of it then. And I don't want to leave us skins. And do you know something? I'm sure it is this. Is there a way of actually looking to show, like if you hover around it tells you what? No, but I don't think there is, but only when it's yours. Yeah. It is showing long planks, or more what I would call, as an Englishman, beams. I wouldn't call those planks, but perhaps that's what the game is meaning. Planks to me are like floorboardy type things, like those. No, they are still. Yeah, they are big beams. That I would call those. Yeah, and likewise, they are beams. They are not planks. Yeah. Now they are more like planks. Yeah. Now they. So this does look. Being as it's got all these around, I think this is exactly what it is. This is the small and the big planks. So we've got 250 grand is our first production that we need to buy so that we can produce the small and the long planks, which is in everything wants those. Then there is the floor things, which, let's have a look at that business, because is that one that we've actually, Visit furniture factory. Wood turner. Let's visit. Let's go and have a look. Phone. Switched it back on last night before my alarm this morning. Of course I did. Seriously. Messages this time of the morning. Right. Okay. So I don't know. No, wood turning would be more than. I don't know. We're gonna need to buy quite a few of these, or place quite a few of these. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research on which ones we need. Is there a way for me to do this? Am I making this more complicated? Maybe the stock taking thing is a bit of a lifesaver, because it's going to tell you where something it would be sold, but where something. We actually have got 6.2 tons and it's worth 23,000. The solid fertilizer's not the lime. We're keeping the lime. Herbicide, fabric, which we're making, wood. Right, okay, and that is a lot of wood. So that is going to be a job that we do this time. Milk, yeah, we're not selling that. More seeds, yeah, fantastic, but that's not helping us with. Of course, we don't have any stock. So if we looked at, it's only going to show us where it sells. Yeah, it is. I should think about this one and see how we do it. If we have to buy a business and then sell it, I suppose like now is a perfect time. Because what I mean is I won't save the game. So if I save the game now and we buy the wood turner, then I'm not going to save it. I'm going. Yeah, that's what I mean. So let's do that now. Where do I? Yeah, let's switch that on for a minute, and we'll do this test, and then I'm going to scoot. Yeah, I didn't want to be on for. We do want to be on dollars, and interactive save offers on. Oh, so close. Which that is very logical. Yes, we do. Right now, then manage option. What do we make? We make staircase railing, pepper grinder, and bowls. No, so we don't want the wood turner. Can we? We can't sell it, can we? If we yeah. No, that's true. You can, can't you? You'd just go. Wow, we lose 20 grand. Wow, well, that's not going to happen because we're not really bought it. That's a figment of your imagination. Wow. Okay, so I am going to see you in the next session.